Welcome back to Let's Play Viva Pinata. Breeding is happening today, again. So, I believe the way these breeding minigames work is you'll have the same... I always find it annoying that worms will look off to the side as you inch around with them, because it makes it a little hard to actually tell where the collisions are. But I believe each Pinata has its own dedicated track. You also have lives on the left-hand side, you can see there. That bunny just ate my carrot and ran off, jerk. So one thing is, about Pinatas becoming residents, you notice at times you have to eat something to become a resident, things like that. If it's something that they make progress on in terms of like having to eat a certain number of things, like the bunnycomb having to eat 3 carrots, there is one particular issue.
Here are the experienced peasants.
What can happen is, if every now and then, every so often, say you have, say a bunnycomb come in and eat 1 carrot, and then it doesn't come around again, or there are no more carrots again for a long time, then the next one you get might not actually be the same Pinata, and you'll have to start over on fulfilling its resident requirements, which can be a massive nuisance if it has to eat a lot of things, or lots of various things have to happen. They're supposedly not in here. Oops, not that. I missed. I believe I can just watch the red scene. I know, man. Wait a moment. Ah! I missed it. Okay, well, we'll see that later on.
You've leveled up. You filled the petals around.
New things happen, although nothing seems to be happening right now. And she mentioned Cedos, who hasn't actually appeared yet. That should be like Leafos and Cedos, or Leafos and Cedos. Here we go. Now this guy appears. But yeah, so leveling up is actually pretty significant. Important things will happen.
Let me introduce Cedos.
Cedos, okay.
Obsessed with gathering seeds. You should try talking to him.
You should. Cedos is actually a very nice individual. Pleasant guy, generally speaking, but at the same time, he is nice to have around. We're gonna have... Here we go. A new worm to be eaten. Also, I'll name you. I'll probably be pretty random in what we name these guys. I started saying this a while ago. This was just a little joke for myself, but not many people are gonna get that joke. But so, somewhat famously, Pinatas have no real limitations on breeding, in the sense that they can breed with anyone, essentially. There are no checks, I mean, there's no male or female distinction. There are no checks on, like, lineage or anything like that, so you can do some particular things, such as, most famously, feeding a Pinata its inbred parents and things like that, but I'll refrain.
Take a seed, and don't hit me with your spade.
That's not hit people with things. But yes, every time he comes into your garden, I think you can talk to him once to get a seed, if I remember right. I think this one's a sunflower seed, or it's another carrot seed. Okay. In this case, we haven't planted yet, so we don't know what it is. Strangely enough, last time we planted something, we were actually able to see what it was. How about we dedicate just one side? And that might be a bit much, actually. Let's dedicate like a patch to gardening. Eventually we'll actually... Whoop. We should actually start putting down like a fence and whatnot to prevent people from messing with these. What, dude? I'm just being weird. Coon hatched. We're on 4. Okay, so are you Eric? No. So you can have fun there. And meanwhile, I'll give you a name. In fact, I'll let you earn your name by doing this. Pinatas don't get stressed out or anything by any of their kind being killed or anything like that. The closest thing that will happen is, if you don't want a particular Pinata visiting you, this doesn't work as well as you might hope, but if you don't want a particular Pinata visiting you, like worms for instance, then if you smash and kill a Pinata, I don't know if it has to be, I don't know if it makes a difference if it's a resident or not, but at the very least, if it's not a resident, I think if you smash and break a Pinata, it'll take a while before it will actually visit your garden again, even if you have the visit requirements fulfilled. But it's not like also suspend it indefinitely. I used to hate worms because I could just never get them to go away. Yeah, so experiment immediately ate the life candy. Couldn't even see it. Yeah, each has their own shape, life candy and whatnot. In case you missed it last time, actually, I'll let you see what it looks like when a Piñata reforms outside the garden. It loses its resident status and then just runs off. If you want to be particularly idealistic about it, you might be able to say that the next time you have one join your garden and become a resident, it might be one of those ones that were actually eaten or whatever before. But in this case, if you actually already have two of a particular species in your garden, no more will visit. So we're not going to see that worm again, actually. For better or worse. I'm kind of curious. I guess it's kind of curious what path it's going to follow. I always like looking around on the outside, seeing what things do, where they are. See other things too, like they're drinking out of the water. I love it. That worm's just going to go up that path, I guess. Yeah, probably that dirt path, maybe. Also, you can recognize lots of things outside, like lots of plants and whatnot, are actually things that you can plant yourself. It's kind of cool. Anyways, so I want a name. No ideas for a name right now, though. I'll probably try to not be too overtly punny in these names most of the time. No, I don't need diacritics and whatnot. Oh dear. Here we go. So I don't know if I'll probably just do it, make the choice on a whim as to whether it's a masculine or feminine name, if not neutral. But in this case, use the PS3 keyboard. Let's call him Minty. And you'll have other ways you can customize Piñatas later on. Have them wear certain things, which rarely can actually have certain effects. Oh, flutterscotches. Notice it says white specifically. Flutterscotches are a little unique in a certain way. I mentioned before that you can get color variants by fitting Piñatas certain things, which are just secrets you have to find out. And it tends to not look too good. Flutterscotches are a little different. The different color variants, there are more color variants than there are for other Piñatas. Piñatas can have 3 color variants normally. Flutterscotches have, I think, like 8. And each color variant is actually its own species. But you still change their species by giving them certain things to eat, I think. And if they breed, they'll always produce a white flutterscotch. But every color flutterscotch has its own master romance reward, which is annoying. Deathflies are also fine. So, is there much more we can do right now? So we have this here. Just a sunflower. Not much going on with it. Can we actually go to town and do anything right now? We can have him build a sparrow house, if we have the money.
Nice to meet.
Oh, apologies for skipping that. I'll probably try to not skip it next time I come here. Yeah, we have the money for it.
As soon as you've decided where to place the...
Okay. What's the problem here? Why can't I place things right here? Not sure what the issue is. I don't remember if you can actually move structures once you've placed them. You might need to tear them down and then build another one or something like that. There is a limit on how many piñatas you can have in a single house. I think it's pretty high though. It's like at least 6 or something.
Spot on. We're ready.
Cool. Buddy, finally. Okay, you'll be seeing her a lot. No pun intended.
Hey everyone!
Nice introduction.
You should all know my store's open again. I expect to see you in here very soon. Just bring lots of cash. Nobody likes the taste of chocolate coins more than Lottie, I can tell you.
But yes, so that's the general store where you can buy basically stuff.
Remember those chocolate coins you collected
For one, decorations, which is nice, some of which are functional, most of which are not. But it's
When
nice
you
to have
add
things
your
like that,
garden,
and we also
press
get things
X
like
to
lights
open the
that are
main
nice to have.
Now Costa Lots is open. You can buy
You also buy certain
romance
candies like
sweets.
romance candies.
If you
So
have romance the Pinata
if
species
you've
before,
fulfilled the
you can
I mentioned this
replace
before, if you
all
fulfilled the
their
requirements for a pinata
requirements, but sell
before,
their house
like, well, I
with a
know rules won't count because their
romance
stuff is always going to be
Buy a
fulfilled.
sweet
But for
and
instance, the
direct a Pinata
experiments,
to it.
if you want to breed
They
these
should
experiments
eat
a
it,
second
and
time after
instantly they will have a heart
they've
appear over their
eaten
head to
worms,
show they are ready to
instead of having to
romance.
make more
This should
worms for
make
them to eat and
romancing
have them eat
Pinata
them, what we can
easier.
do is just give them a
Remember
romance
that
candy now.
both Pinata will need a sweet.
And so you only need to fill the romance requirements for a certain species once, which is very helpful. So we're gonna run out of time pretty quickly. I do want to look at what we want to do to make these pinatas residents that have appeared. Just get an idea of what we want to do next time. Mouth drops. Have a light. We saw that before. Still no marshmallow, so I can't get syrupants yet. Flower. 2 flowers. Eat a flower. Well, I need to look at the butterscotch too. I can't remember if you can buy flowers from Costa Lot store or not. We'll have to see. I don't know where else you would buy it though. Daisy, 2 daisies, 4 daisies. So that was a daisy actually, not a sunflower. I mean, it's not quite the sunflower color, I guess. Come to think of it. In any case, let's take a quick look at the town. Oh, he's actually out here building the stuff, isn't he? Where is he?
Next time
Oh,
you put the cursor
okay, thanks for
over
cutting me
a
off.
pinata, you'll notice the happy meter. The happy meter tells you about your pinata's mood. Every time something happens to the pinata, the triangles turn orange or turn blue. The more orange triangles a pinata has, the happier it is. And you can see this on the face in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is he walking over here? Yeah. Yeah, that's the most annoying thing about having people come to do stuff for you. You always have to walk out here. So, happiness. Some of them like being watered, things like that, for instance. Like, does this worm like being watered? Yeah. Some species like being watered, some don't. You see, this one takes a bit longer to build. But we can go out to Costa Lot store just to see what she has. Probably some useful stuff already. We don't have much money to buy
If it isn't the
fun
new
things
gardener in town,
that look nice or anything.
you're
Speaking of things that look
guaranteed a
nice,
warm welcome at
interesting little statue in the
Costa
background
Lot
there. Do
store.
keep in mind this game was
Whether
made by
you're here to buy or
Rare.
sell, which will it be today? Highlight and select one, and let's get those coins flowing.
Her voice and her hair don't really match to me. Like, she has gray hair, but very, very young voice, I feel like. So, you can buy a lot of things. So you can also buy, one thing that's interesting, I've made a turnip seed before actually. You can grow produce, or you can just straight up buy it. It's usually, I believe, cheaper to grow it yourself. We have wire fences, so we're going to want to start putting down fences in some places eventually. Right now, though, one problem is we don't actually have any way of letting things get through fences. We don't have fence gates unlocked, so it's not going to be especially useful. So that's romance candy. That bottom right candy you see is the candy that was also dropped by worms when they were eaten, aside from the life candy. You can't buy life candies. Those are joy candies. It just makes things happy when they eat them. So a pinata that eats another pinata gets pretty happy. But I'm left to learn about that in a while. That's some stuff we'll learn about much later on. So you have seeds. Ooh, thistle seed. We will want to put down thistle somewhere actually. So that's a turnip seed. Yeah, we're gonna want to buy some of these in general. Don't know what to start with. So we can basically decide what pinata to get. Thistles, I need to look at the requirements to make a certain pinata pure. Thistles are actually a weed, as evidenced by them being black and red. Anything that's black and red in this game is bad. But thistles do actually play a role in getting a particular pinata. I don't know if to appear or become a resident or what, but you're going to want thistles in some small capacity. So we're probably going to, at some point, fence off a section and just grow some thistles there. We'll probably fence off an entire section just to grow stuff in general, where we won't let anything access it. And if we want For example, to be able to give bunnycombs carrots, we'll just let those carrots grow and then move those carrots out into the area where the bunnycombs can actually reach it. For now, I think we'll get some carrot seeds, since you want to grow that stuff. Any nice decorations, though? Firebrand, that's a little expensive. We're gonna want that soon. Once we get a taffly for a certain reason, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, so we'll put down a couple of these real quick. Don't want to put flowers too close together, though, mind you. And we'll also get better ways to make things grow later on, too. In all sorts of ways. Lots of things you can do to make things grow better. Hey, Cedos.
Looks like I need to order.
Cedos, what are you doing? Don't trample my seeds, Cedos. I thought you liked seeds.
Thanks. I wish I could say I replace all faulty items, but I kind of don't.
Yeah, Constantine's not the most pleasant person, but oh well. Guys, can you not? Why are you all standing right here? Dude. Okay. We want some daisies for the sake of having things.
Okay, finish shopping for now? Finally.
For the sake of having some certain visitors. Ah, so many things. Brettstails. We need bunnycombs for those guys to become residents, so we're not going to see those in a while. But I do like them quite a bit. We're running a little over time, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... They're also nocturnal. They're also quite cheery.
A Pretzel has appeared. They like to investigate a garden in the dark.
But first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to have to add a fence here eventually, but for now I'm just going to pull up some grass here. For these things to grow on. It doesn't make a difference if they're on grass or not in terms of growing. I just feel it looks more appropriate for these things to be in a spot like this. What? Well, that seed didn't grow because Cedos was standing on it when it was supposed to be planted. Dude. These things grow super quick. Wow. It took like seconds. In any case, though, I want to keep playing.
Sometimes piñatas prefer eating seeds to the plant they grow.
I forgot about that. That is sometimes the case. This is a good way to get new seeds, though, you haven't seen before. This shouldn't be a mystery seed because we can buy it. Okay. But in any case, I'll see you guys in the next episode. I don't want to stop playing right now, but I'm going to have to. Break the shed. Okay, man. Did you tell me that because I haven't broken it in a long time? It's just been sitting there?
I'm not leaving until I know you're happy.
Okay, man. Fine. This game still wants to do things. Okay. But that's going to be it. For real this time. For this episode of Let's Play Viva Pinata. We have a house for these experiments to go into now. So these experiments should also be able to romance now. Yep, that's going to happen next time. We have some stuff to grow, to let grow over here at least. These things grow so quickly I don't need to water them actually. Interesting. Anyways then, see you later, whenever that is. Bye guys. Oh, little thing. This game does give you some useful tips sometimes on the loading screens too.